Welcome back to Talk Live, ladies and gentlemen. We are back on a Saturday night. Yes, indeed, Saturday night. Everything's all right, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you enjoyed your day. I did. Got a little rest. Yet to get my cardio in. That'll happen after the show. But here we go. Anyways, thought I'd get this Talk Live in. There are too many things going on out there. It's just simple. Too many things going on out there at once, and it's killing me. It's killing me. I cannot keep up. You have things like Afro Man, you have things like Piers Morgan, you have things like Mr. Theroux and his Manosphere Netflix Absolute Abomination. You got all these things happening at once. They're all going on at once. And there was a debate between Afro Man and this lady that we're featuring right here tonight on Talk Live on IG and YouTube. Like, subscribe, comment on the road to 1,000 subscribers. Sponsored by Duntalk, DUNTLK.com. Please like and subscribe as we go on forward here because, quite simply, I enjoy what I do, and I hope you do too. So here we go. The Bachelorette. Yeah, a franchise that has been in the hopper, in the oven, doing things for the last, I would say, 20 plus years. Let me move this camera down just a little bit. There we go. Just a little bit. They've been on for at least 20 to 25 years, these guys, The Bachelor, The Bachelorette. And, they have been, moving at a steady pace. They're still one of ABC Networks in the United States top-rated shows, quite simply. And one of network TV's best dating shows, quite simply. Well, again, I won't say it's the best dating show, but I would say it is the most watched dating show. And, it's still on after all these years. People still, white people still, they still want to see this year after year after year after year. They put black people on, they put Asian people on, they put black women on, they put everybody on this show. But this year they had a woman on, and her name is, yes, I will get it for you right now, ladies and gentlemen. Her name is Dakota Mortensen. There you go. Oh, sorry, not Dakota Mortensen. That is, Taylor Frankie Paul. There we go. It was Taylor Frankie Paul and her video she's the new Bachelorette. Sorry, it's not her video. It's her show. She is the new Bachelorette for this season. It was going public. It was going live. The promos were in. The PR spin was happening, and it was about to go live. Unfortunately, it won't. I repeat, unfortunately, it won't. Simply because of what we revealed tonight and has been burning up the social medias and internets and the interwebs all through town because this lady is an abuser. Go figure. In the post-Me Too, Believe All Women era, it seems that women have taken upon the mantelpiece that they can throw their weight anyway and anywhere and get away with it. Now, again, it's canceled. Okay, I just reading this short sentence. ABC has made the historic decision on March 19, 2026 to cancel the 22nd season of The Bachelorette starring Taylor Frankie Paul. Yes, indeed, it's canceled. It's over. They had spent the budget. The production was in. It was about to go live and decided to pull the plug at the last minute. This was about to go on and on and on and on. And it simply follows from, as it says here, the triggering incident, a leaked photo from 2023 service via TMZ showing Paul, assaulting her ex-partner Dakota Mortensen by kicking, punching, and throwing chairs while her daughter watched. And this was 2023 footage. 2023 footage. Let me repeat that one more time for you. It was 2023 footage. It's 2026 now. You'd think that a huge network such as American Broadcast Company would have done their due diligence to the nines to make sure that these people that they want to feature on The Bachelorette would be of such pristine character that they would make sure that any of their bachelors or bachelorettes are beyond reproach. But it seems that's not the case. It's not the case at all, ladies and gentlemen. It's not the case at all. So we're going to investigate that tonight, because this is one of the biggest failures in television history. When you know the numbers of what went into this actual show, it is stunning, to say the least. Extremely, extremely stunning. But let's get into it right now, ladies and gentlemen. We're not going to waste any more time. Thank you very much for joining here and Talk Live. We're going to the Ubius Tubius here and back from the information pages and stages, and we're going to get into, yes, indeed, this right here from my man Araco. Now, I haven't featured Araco in a while, but he's doing wonderful things in YouTube streets. He's up to 1.2 million subscribers, doing great reaction videos, and he's just a common sense guy who if you haven't heard from Araco, you can know and understand him. He's fantastic, and again, it is great to hear from him once again. I thought I'd feature him here tonight, but he has this video. This video just destroyed her career. Well, it hasn't destroyed her career. Destroyed, I wouldn't say a network necessarily, but definitely one of their shows for the moment. Actually, they have to take it off for the next 6 to 7 months, simply because they've blown their wad. But anyways, his video, Araco's video, this video just destroyed her career. Yes, yes, her name again, Taylor Frankie Paul, ladies and gentlemen, and we're going to get into this video from Araco. Please like and subscribe to Araco. I have. He's doing wonderful things in YouTube streets, and yeah, he is doing fantastic work. So we're going to get into this video right now with regards to Taylor Frankie Paul. Let me put my earphones in, and we can begin. So thank you very much for joining me here on Talk Live on IG and YouTube. Like, subscribe, comment on the road to 1,000 subscribers. Let's get into it right now. No delay, no waiting. Let's get no debating. Yes, indeed, it is. It is. Talk Live on a Saturday night. Let's go.
Bachelorette, where about 20 simps compete for the attention and validation of one person. And in the past, it's usually 20 women that compete for one man, but now they've done it where it's 20 men, 20 simps that compete for one woman. But they've already had to cancel it. And the reason is because the main woman who the men were going to be competing for just got exposed with this video.
Yeah, look at you. Look. Yeah, look. Hon, you think this is okay? It's not okay.
It's okay.
Holy
It's okay. I don't give a
let me go. Stop. Dude, leave me alone.
If you did not know,
No way to
if you did not know about this lady and her state of being at this time, she was clearly inebriated. She lacked moral compass or any sort of any sense of tact, any sense of clear focus in any way, shape, or form, and she was just lashing out. Not only at her ex-boyfriend, who was the one being abused at this time, but also with her daughter in the background. And you'll hear from her in just a bit. Let's let this ride. Let us continue, because we're not done.
kids
Your daughter is right here. Oh my gosh. You're
You did
You! Stop throwing stuff and help your daughter! Your daughter! Help your daughter!
What a fucking lunatic. Poor kid, man.
Now, again, this lady is a divorcee of and a mother of 3 children. 3 children. Why is that going off again? That makes no sense. There I am, back again. Yes, a divorcee of 3 children. Make that make sense. And again, she attracted this new man in her life, but she threw him away clearly because of her alcohol consumption. And yeah, this is how she. This is what happens when she gets, well, blackout drunk.
Taylor, you're done. Taylor, that's it. That is it. No more. You're done. Stop. No. I did none of this. This is your own pain. You're doing this to yourself. Stop. No. I'm done taking the blame for you. Yeah, I'm sorry, Indy. Taylor?
You get the out!
I'm done with you.
You do this.
I'm done.
Lunatic.
Stop.
Shout out to Ian Power.
Your daughter, you're screaming. Your daughter just got hit in the head with a metal chair.
Because of you.
No, you. Go and help your daughter.
You.
Now.
You did this.
Help your daughter, Taylor.
You did this, Dakota.
Oh my.
As you can hear, she's slurring her speech. She's quite inebriated, and again, when she gets drunk, she gets violent. Simple as that. Yeah, let's continue.
Josh, if you throw another chair, are you okay? Taylor!
Get away from my daughter! Get away!
Then help
Get
her!
away!
Stop doing this!
You threw me. Get the
Don't think of your kids! Gosh!
You too, my daughter. Hang on, you too, my kids.
I don't care, I love your kids!
Oh,
Yeah, I do! I freaking love them to death!
I have to come here.
No, yeah, I don't care! Look what you're doing to me! No, nobody deserves
Shut
it!
the up, Dakota.
You're not.
You know, at least he cares about the kids, but imagine dating a single mother like this that's a lunatic and you take on her kids as well. It's just insane.
You're drunk!
It tells
And that's why I say there is no real reward unless in very, very particular circumstances that you, as a stepdad, are given a good deal when dating a single mom. Here it is in full view. You are trying to protect her children that are not yours. They are not yours. Yeah, you get the abuse. You get the absolute shame. You get the absolute vitriol from a woman who clearly has loss of her senses. And she's taken those lack of senses out on you. Let's continue.
she was
Oh,
drunk.
that's your Dakota.
I will! What? Oh my gosh.
Shut up.
Taylor, stop!
Shut up!
Stop! Oh my gosh.
Nothing.
She is hammered.
And so is he.
I'm sober.
But drugs have got me sober.
Taylor,
How
stop.
about we separate
Taylor,
now?
you need to just calm down.
You threw it at me.
Hey,
Taylor, stop.
If he was on his own and there weren't a kid there, he could have just left the house. If the kid was his, he could have taken the kid with him, but he can't do that. The only thing you can do is get the police and send the bitch to jail.
Tell me what happened with.
She looked like
Now, I want you to hear from this lady and how she explains her behavior after this violent incident. Tell you, accountability is kryptonite to the modern woman. Listen in.
she don't give a shit. She looks smug.
The wooden thing in the garage in his truck. Like, what happened outside at the truck?
All I know is that I was so scared that I peed my pants.
Mm-hmm.
That's 'cause you're drunk as shit.
I reacted, sure. I threw it at him.
What about the, like, all the metal chairs here and, like, the...
I threw them at him. Yeah, I was scared.
Why?
I was scared.
About what?
Him.
Like, what were you...
She was scared of him. You saw the video. This is why, gentlemen, you have to film every altercation you get with a woman, because they will lie, cheat, and steal to get the upper hand. Listen in. She's not done.
Like, I'm just trying to get...
He's fighting back. I peed my pants because I was so scared of him in my garage. He pushed me into the wooden thing, so I reacted. I threw the wooden thing at him, and when he came in, I threw everything else at him.
Evil, smug little woman that knows she's going to get away with it. You know? She basically did get away with it. At least she got a bit of calm with that stupid show getting cancelled. So this is her pretending to be sane in the trailer, where a bunch of simps would have been competing for a lunatic single mother.
Ladies and gentlemen, do remember that incident happened in 2023. That was 2023. It's now 2026. A huge network such as American Broadcasting Company, ABC, decided to avoid that clear incident of domestic violence, that clear incident of abuse, of child abuse, mind you, of child abuse, and allow this woman to have her own show, Looking for Love, in 2026 on a nationally broadcasted network. If this were a man, this would never see the light of day because said checks would have already been done. But since she's a lady, We don't have to do those checks, do we? Do we?
Hi guys, we are now in the limo. Wish me luck. Bye. For those of you that don't know me, I'm Taylor Frankie Paul, your new Bachelorette.
Oh my
rise
god,
to fame has
pathetic
been
bunch of
sudden.
simps.
6 million followers, over 1 billion views.
It was a huge deal, which led to the secret lives of Mormon wives. I've been criticized, I've been judged, and I've been rejected. But anyone that takes the time to know me will see that I'm actually a genuine person, and I mean well, and a person that deserves another chance
Oh
at love.
my days, these guys are pathetic.
Stepping into this role as the Bachelorette will be new for me.
Tell you what, these men here are absolutely pathetic. Look at them. Disappointment to the male species.
I want to hear all about your Bachelorette journey, but first I want to give you the opportunity to respond to recent headlines.
Ladies and gentlemen, if there's one thing that Good Morning America, that's what GMA stands for, if you didn't know. GMA stands for Good Morning America. The one thing that Good Morning America did in this instance would have her confront well, it's not allegations, it's the actual truth that she was an abuser of her ex-boyfriend in 2023. This went above the studio heads. This went above the executive producers. This went above the researchers. This went above HR. It went above all these people, hundreds of people who could have vetted this lady years ago simply because she was a woman. I can guarantee you that. She's a woman, 3 kids, hit show, social media sensation. But, of course, why investigate? Why?
About the alleged domestic violence incident with your ex-boyfriend. What do you want to share with
She
us
shits
about
in a
this?
brick.
Honestly, it's been a heavy time to see the headlines, especially during this time of The Bachelorette being released, and it's supposed to be a really exciting time. I'm a person that will always speak my truth, and that's what I'm known for, and so when the time is right, I will be.
What truth? What truth, in fact? When you actually lied to the police about what happened to you that night. What truth? You're right to say it's your truth, because your truth is a lie. You're a literal liar. It's been videotaped on 2 occasions that you lied. Thank goodness that man did his due diligence himself, the abusee, and filmed the altercation. Let's get his name, ladies and gentlemen. Shout out to my man. Let's get him. Yes, indeed. It was Dakota Mortensen. Shout out to Dakota Mortensen. He did the right thing by, number 1, protecting those children, and number 2, filming said incident, because I'll tell you, women will turn it round. Of course, you can see those Ozempic cheeks. They will turn it round and see you as the villain. Batman Returns all over again. Let's continue.
But right now, just trying to be in the present moment and focus on this. But the thing is my kids do come first. Mm-hmm. My kids come first.
Didn't in that
and so
video,
it's
did
been
they?
like
And you're throwing
No,
chairs
not that
about-
night.
trying to be here in the present moment, worrying about home and headlines.
Look at these people bullshit and how their publicists give them these rehearsed lines. She didn't give a shit about her daughter. Her daughter was crying. She didn't give a shit.
Well, how do you envision your future on that show?
Hard to say now, right? Just
Right.
because of everything going on. It's hard to.
Cooked.
So ABC has canceled The Bachelorette, which
Let me get a close up of myself here. Finally, some accountability, ladies and gentlemen. Finally, accountability, yes. We cannot condone people and their violent tendencies and ways who are filmed to achieve, well, I wouldn't say greatness, achieve notoriety, achieve a level of celebrity when they are abusers in the background. Men have had to go through this all the time. On mere accusation, they've had to go through this. But in this instance, there's actual proof. And they still gave this girl a multi-million-dollar production in which to find true love once more, leading to, no doubt, another victim. No doubt another victim. Let's continue.
Is crazy when you think about it.
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care.
Let me tell you
We don't care.
And it has been heavily promoted, even promoted during the Oscars. So what led to it is very clear. It was the video we posted this morning, Thursday, on TMZ.
Oh, listen, Harvey, you are batting 1,000 right now. Not only did you have Corey Holcomb on the run. Corey Holcomb is afraid of y'all. He knows that his career took a major hit because of that revelation that you did with Tasha and the abuse outside the Comedy Club in Los Angeles. But you did that. Now you got this. Man, I tell you what, do not get TMZ in your crosshairs, because if you do, you're in huge trouble. This one incident, publicized on TMZ, well, it ended a multi-million. Let me say this again. This was a $100 million plus production in full actuality. That stopped. That was canceled simply because that videotape released by TMZ. Shout out to Harvey Levin and crew.
Where you see Taylor attacking Dakota, putting him in a chokehold, throwing 3 bar stools at him, one of them ricocheting and hitting one of their children, or one of her children. And she continues. She doesn't go over to the child to help the child. She continues going after Dakota. Now this...
Because she was drunk. Because she was drunk. Because she was drunk. She was drunk. She was out of her head drunk. She was blind drunk. She never saw her daughter. She never saw the circumstances. She never saw her future. She never saw her past. She just saw the then and now, and that she wanted to abuse her ex-boyfriend. Make it make sense, ladies and gentlemen. Make it make sense. It's not good when a man does it, and it shouldn't be when a woman does it. Shout out to Harvey Levin.
Video is the basis of the criminal prosecution a few years ago where she pled guilty to aggravated assault. She is currently on probation for that, and the probation means she needs to keep her nose clean until this coming August. The problem is, 3 weeks ago, there was another incident, and Dakota has filed a protective order saying that she attacked him at her home and in a car. Now, she is saying it was the opposite, that he attacked her. But...
Remember that video I showed you when she was speaking to police and how she was clearly the aggressor in that video? However, she tried to turn around and say that he abused her. Do you remember that? That happened about 5 minutes ago. She did it again, guys. She went after him again, claiming that he was the abuser of her again, because it's Believe All Women, because it's Post Me Too, because of all these different things, ladies and gentlemen. Yes. Do remember, women are as clean as the driven snow, ladies and gentlemen. As clean as virgin snow. You need to believe them at all times, ladies and gentlemen. When in doubt, believe them. Believe them. Even when they are on camera abusing their ex-boyfriends. On camera. I'm sure if Mr. Dakota Jacobson, let me get his name again. Dakota, yes indeed, Dakota Mortensen. If Dakota Mortensen had to be given platform to show another video, I'm sure he would have filmed those videos too. I guarantee you he did. I'm sure in the coming months we'll find those videos too. But again, we're supposed to believe all women, guys. We're supposed to believe all women.
She's on probation, and they could try and violate her probation if they believe that she was the attacker because that would be a violation of law.
How the fuck's this lunatic getting so many opportunities? And the Bachelorette obviously knew that she was on probation and what it was for. The only reason why they're cancelling now is to virtue signal them from the pressure the public's giving them.
Because of that videotape. Araco, it's because of that videotape. It's because of that videotape. The video, if there's one thing that this incident shows, and it showed during the Trevor Bauer case that we covered here on Talk Live, it showed then. If there's one thing that this incident shows, is that as a man, you need to film every altercation we have with a woman. Every single last one. You need to document it, because jurisprudence will show that women can get and will get away from it, simply because they are the weaker sex. They will get away with it. They will do it. They'll do it at all costs. They'll lie, cheat, and steal in order to see them as being the victim. They will be unaccountable at a moment's notice. And if they have to cheat the devil in order to do it, they will. They will do it. They'll do it.
That's all it is. You know, as much as I don't like TMZ, they've done a good job here. They've exposed the little witch, and now she needs to be sent to jail or to Michael.
Get some help.
Thank you to Araco for that little tidbit right there. We're going to move on here to Abba and Preach. Again, they have a little short video here regarding violent Bachelorette cost Disney, I did not misquote myself, $100 million. That's how much this campaign, this was publicized on the Oscars, every award show, day and night on ABC, on American broadcast television. We're going to bring it again with this video from Abba and Preach, doing wonderful things in YouTube streets. Please listen. Sometimes they're good, sometimes they're bad. Sometimes they agree, sometimes they disagree. But when they get it right, they really get it right. Shout out Sadia Khan. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen, with Abba and Preach's video, Violent Bachelorette cost Disney $100 million. Shout out to Abba and Preach, doing wonderful things in those Montreal YouTube streets. Let's go.
Reason why is because the following video just surfaced.
Yeah.
So this is the Bachelorette.
Yeah. See, Taylor, this is all you do. It's the only thing you know.
At that moment, he's in a headlock. I don't know if it was a figure four headlock or leg lock or whatever lock, but yeah, this is not some sort of fetish. This is not violent. He's not paying this woman to do this to him. This is done simply out of, well, a drunken stupor. Let's continue.
I know how to do.
Holy it's okay. I don't give a
Let me go.
So this is a mom of three. She's whooping that ass.
Whooping that ass.
Mother of three. Mother of three. Okay? Okay? Not to say all mothers of three are capable of this, but this one is. This one is. Let's continue.
You see her throw some things?
Dude, leave
She's swinging.
me alone.
Whoa! I'm gonna.
God damn.
Oh, she chucked that thing. And he caught that shit like an action hero.
PTSD is real.
Oh,
God
her
damn.
daughter's right there.
Yeah, well, you know,
Oh, she's throwing another one.
It's right here.
that's the metal one.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, that hit her kid. It hit the kid. That's crazy. You hear the kid crying at the end. Okay.
Why are you laughing? Because I got PTSD. You never been in a bar fight and then get hit with a fucking stool. That's crazy.
So this story kind of blew up because of the fact that they just canceled her season of The Bachelorette. I ended up seeing this over here, which is the police report. This is from the Harriman Police Department. When we arrived, we parked on the street, could hear yelling. Its address, the garage of the home was open, and we observed a white Toyota truck parked from the street. The plate returned to a white 2017 Toyota Tacoma registered to Dakota Bo Mortensen. I attempted to contact at the front of the residence while Officer Felsing stayed back at the garage. I rang the doorbell. I could still hear the yelling come from inside the home. A male and a female answered the door. They were identified as Dakota Bo Mortensen and Taylor Frankie Paul. God, these are some freaky ass names. Taylor Frankie Paul is her bachelor.
It's a Mormon in them, Abba. It's a Mormon in them. It's a Mormon in them.
Yeah. They were still arguing when they answered the door. When asked what was going on, Dakota stated that Taylor was hammered. Taylor responded by saying, "So is he." Dakota stated he was sober. I noted that every time Taylor would raise her hand or harm, Dakota would flinch as if trying to protect himself. I suggested both parties separate. Dakota stated Taylor needed to calm down. Taylor immediately became aggressive and hit Dakota in front of the officer. Dang. Grabbed Taylor's arm and pinned them to her sides and told her to stop and that we were not doing this. Taylor replied, "Okay, but he threw me out in the garage." Already right there, you know the first thought that goes through my mind? Do you know?
No, because I'm not in your mind, but I'm in mine. And for a dude to flinch every time you raise your hand is crazy. 1. 2, if you're comfortable hitting a motherfucker in front of the cops, I don't know what you're doing.
We know. We saw a video.
Exactly. Guys, this relationship should have ended years ago. Should have ended years ago. As soon as she started raising his hand and putting her hands on him, should have ended then. But I think he was there because he felt sorry for the kids that she clearly showed her abusive behavior to. I have no listen. I wouldn't put it past her if she abused her kids or something. This is alleged, of course. This is clear allegations. Allegedly. It wouldn't surprise me if she laid hands on her children. Would not surprise me. At all wouldn't surprise me. This girl, when she gets a little, it's clear she slurred her speech during that ABC Good Morning America appearance. It would not surprise me if she was abusive to her children. Her bad behavior was absolutely known to her children. Absolutely known to all of them. All of them. They've seen it before, they saw it again. And believe me, as Pre said, this is not the first time that she did this. If she could do this in public, the reason why he started videotaping their altercations is because it happened before. It happened in private, outside of the use of cameras. And he said, this time, I'm not letting you do it again. I'm making sure I get this camera here. It wasn't the first time. It definitely wasn't the first time. And as stated by TMZ, it wasn't the last. Let's continue.
See his forehead? This is why my fucking cameras.
Yeah. But even on cam or whatever, like you must do some crazier shit.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
You threw the thing, it hit your daughter, you kept on going. That is crazy.
Yeah.
I think they were sober because, to my knowledge, Mormons don't drink. And we all know they follow every rule.
Stop the cap.
If you did not know, Mormons are typically known to have, how shall I say, intimate gatherings. Allegedly. Intimate gatherings amongst themselves. They are well known for this. Well known. Including inviting their BBC friends, if you know what I mean. Let's continue.
The only thing I will say, what was really running through my mind is this officer should have already arrested her ass. Like, imagine being a dude smacking the shit out of your partner in front of a cop and not thinking you're not going to get slammed.
You swinging? I'm a cop. You're swinging? You're gone.
It should be that. Right now, they're just restraining, saying we're not doing this. But I'm like, she should be in handcuffs and already being hauled off. You did?
Yeah, she should be, but guess what? They're going to show leniency to a woman. Even though there's videotape evidence that now they wouldn't have seen the videotape evidence, but they're going to show leniency. Absolutely. Man, but it's believable women. It's post me too. Let's go.
What do you mean? What do you mean we're not doing this? You already did that.
That's it.
Cough him.
While attempting to separate Taylor and Dakota, Taylor wanted her phone. I told Taylor we could get her phone. She believed Dakota had it on him. She walked towards Officer Felsing and Dakota. How was she walking anywhere, my nigga? While she was walking, it was apparent that Taylor was alcohol impaired. She struggled to walk straight and had to use a wall to stabilize herself. Dakota did not have Taylor's phone like she thought. Dakota stated Taylor threw her phone at him. Taylor found her phone on the floor of the kitchen. I followed Taylor to the front, spoke to her on the steps. I interviewed Taylor about the events that occurred this evening. I could smell odor of alcohol coming from her. Additionally, Taylor had slurred speech, struggled to maintain her train of thought. Throughout my contact with Taylor, she would ask the same question repeatedly, even after receiving an answer. I asked if Taylor needed paramedics, and she stated she did not. Taylor made the following statements. Taylor stated she hit Dakota and did not want to think about it. After returning home, Taylor and Dakota began fighting. Taylor was going at Dakota when Dakota pushed her into the kids' stuff. After being pushed, Taylor said she went...
Let's rewind that a little bit longer.
I interviewed Taylor about the events that occurred this evening. I could smell odor
Why don't you hear this again?
from her. Additionally, Taylor had slurred speech, struggled to maintain her train of thought. Throughout my contact with Taylor, she would ask the same question repeatedly, even after receiving an answer. I asked if Taylor needed paramedics, and she stated she did not. Taylor made the following statements. Taylor stated she hit Dakota and did not want to think about it. After returning home, Taylor and Dakota began fighting. Taylor was going...
Okay. They did not run through the first part of this paragraph. They went to the middle and the end. That's where the abuse happened. But she was drinking. Read the top point, bullet point. Taylor was drinking at a girls' night prior to coming home, but not anything such and such and such. Dakota picked Taylor up from the girls' night at Dakota's, but flat her out or something like that. Probably she was drunk. Taylor was emotionally hurting, but not physically hurting tonight. Taylor suggested that her dad come to pick up her kids. I can just go and you do whatever. I don't give... That's probably the boyfriend. Oh, sorry. That's Taylor. Suggested that her dad can come pick up her kids. I can just go and do whatever. I don't... Yeah, I think that was from Dakota. Dakota said, I can go and do whatever. I don't give a blank anymore. Taylor, extremely upset, and kept repeating that she was emotionally sore blank. Dakota and Taylor pushed each other in the garage. Taylor stated she hit Dakota and did not want to think about it. After returning home, Taylor and Dakota began fighting. So, clearly she had a girls' night out. We told you about girls' nights out with these ladies. They will get blind drunk. Now, some ladies can handle it. Some girls can't. Some girls get frisky. Other girls get violent. Clearly, Taylor was the latter. She got violent. She got real violent, real quick. And here we are to continue the tale. And I'll let my man finish up. That is Abba.
At Dakota when Dakota pushed her into the kids' stuff. After being pushed, Taylor said she went ballistic. Taylor stated she did not think she had any injuries, but her fingers hurt.
Don't just get canceled. Prosecute the fuck out of her.
Agreed.
It's not just that, oh, the show's... Fuck that. Fuck a show. Prosecute the fuck out of her.
This was 2023, Abba. This happened in 2023. He should have been prosecuted. This should have been prosecuted. She shouldn't have seen the light of day of The Bachelorette. She should have seen the light of day of her 6.6 million followers on Instagram. It should have been out there. But clearly he took a emotional... Yeah, he took an emotional liking to Taylor and didn't want to see the worst for her. You know, gave her the benefit of the doubt. But, you know, the louder she got, the more belligerent she got, and I'm sure she rubbed it in his face. He said, okay, I still got the videotape. You ain't nothing but da-da-da-da-da. Okay, I'm releasing it now. I'll release it now. I'm sure he had it in his back pocket. He could have prosecuted this girl. But, oh well. He waited until $100 million was spent on a huge national televised production, and then this happened.
That's someone that beats human beings. Jail. Straight to jail.
Bachelorette Taylor Frankie says domestic investigation feels like the end of the world. Paul confirmed reports that the show has been paused production. You know, it's just fascinating because you guys might think this happened last week. No, this happened a while ago, and the wild part is that she was given the Bachelorette a year after this had happened. And I have... Yes.
Hundreds of people should have vetted these proceedings, should have vetted this lady, should have had a private investigator tap into her criminal record, tap into her past to see that she was clean as a driven snow. Didn't happen. Let this be a man. Let this be a black man. But let this be a man. Go all this way to abuse a woman and get a $100 million television production. There would be chaos. There would be an absolute riot. Feminists would have been protesting outside of ABC, but you don't hear them now, do you? Crickets outside ABC. Crickets. Because they don't want any part of this. None. None. And so here we are. This was 2023 that this happened. This is on the books. Done on the books. But again, she's a woman. Believe her. No need for investigation. Let's get on to the filming, guys. Let's get those 20 guys out here and see if we can get some SEGGES going on here. Because, we got to make some money.
To ask the question, what kind of background checks are they running on these people before giving them reality TV shows? We have like open investigations of domestic and all this stuff going around you, right? And I mean, listen, girl got 3 kids, cheated on her last partner before divorcing him, and then you become the Bachelorette, which, maybe that's...
Whoa. What did you say there? Alba is the king of investigations, Don't put things past Alba. He will... This girl cheated on her ex-husband. That's why she's alone today. She cheated on him. All them girls' trips, all those girls' nights out came to pass. Oh, well. Look at that. Wow, when you do a little research, even Alba himself, when he did a little digging, found all these red flags, and yet they still passed the sniff test of ABC producers, executive producers, showrunners, researchers, all of that. Went past all of them because we're supposed to believe all women. It's post Me Too, ladies and gentlemen. Listen, believe all women.
Where Bachelorette is now, but the domestic thing is just crazy, is it not?
It is. It was caught right there. And it was not even just caught on 4K. It was the police officers witness it.
The police report is from 2023. 2023.
That's a whole last 6 years. What are we doing?
Wait, 3 years. How many years did you say?
3 years.
3 years.
It's not 3. It's 3 years.
It's like, what are we doing? And still
no jail time. But you get a reality TV. The Bachelorette.
Yep.
That's money right there. Your social media is popping. I mean, I guess they caught it in time, but it's just crazy that they got to that point.
No, they did not catch it. Well, they did not catch it in time so much, preach, because they had to spend millions of dollars on production, millions of dollars on promotion, millions of dollars on paying on labor and paying all these people who are involved in the production. They did not get off scot-free. They wanted this thing out there so they can get those advertising dollars. They can't get that right now. They took a loss, absolutely, but to say that there were no losses here, there were no victims here. Well, you know what? Dakota Mortensen was the victim here. Dakota Mortensen was the real victim here. Yeah. He had to put up with this nonsense, not only at that time, but after that time. And hey, remember, you forgot about the ex-husband. He was abused too. Let's not forget him. Let's not forget him. She cheated on him. I'm sure she abused him, and he said nothing. You're supposed to believe all women, ladies and gentlemen. You're supposed to believe all women.
Like, if I was the producer, I'd be pissed. Someone's getting fired. How am I investing so much money in this thing called The Bachelorette? And we're supposed to air it out, so we paid a whole bunch of people for publicity. We're not getting a refund.
No! That's the point. Producers are the ones who are supposed to do the investigation. They are the problem. They're the problem. The producers are the ones who actually put up the ideas for the show. They should have done the due diligence. The executive producers, researchers, showrunners, legal, all these people should have done their due diligence on this lady, and they failed to do it. It's not them who are the punishers. It is the network who are the punishers. The network. They're the ones supposed to come in and say, hey, what happened to this production? We gave you the green light. We put it in your hands, your trusted hands, to make sure that this was a go and this woman was beyond reproach. And yet, here we are. Losing millions of dollars on a nationally produced television show. One of the more successful shows we have. Believe me, The Bachelorette is one of the widely publicized shows on the ABC network. You don't release it year after year after year because it's a ratings loser. It's because of the ratings winner. That Dancing with the Stars, many of these shows, very few actually get abused. The Rookie, every year they run that Bachelorette twice a year because it's so good. So no, it's not the producers who are pissed. It's the network's executives who are pissed. The producers should have done their job. That's the problem.
When we're supposed to air out the show, this shit come out. How come we didn't know about this?
Oh my gosh, he was on TV? To my knowledge, I believe ABC and more importantly Disney owns The Bachelor. And now they're giving her a chance to come on. I think this is like them trying to do a small PR softening blow. And so they gave her this interview.
All right, we already been there.
Go start.
We already been there.
It's an original. When someone tells you, I'm going to speak my truth, run. Because that means it's a lie. It's not the truth. It's going to be a load of bullshit after that.
I mean,
I did say that. I did say that, Preach. I did say that. I did say that. Really, I did. I did say that.
My issue with this, me just watching it, is thinking to myself, in what world is a man on video or there's reports of him beating some girl and he's on Good Morning America the next day, like having this whole PR thing? Like, I get it's probably ABC trying to get ahead of this and protecting their investment. How fucking disgustingly inappropriate is it? And for her to shamelessly show up here knowing what she did, look at her face. I mean, look at her face now.
Yeah, what is that?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, she looked like she aged like 30 seconds.
God, bro.
That's crazy.
But right now, just trying to be in the present moment and focus on this. But the thing is my kids do come 1st. My kids come first, and so it's been like...
Not that night. Definitely not that night. No, you didn't. Your first was exacting revenge. That was your first. That was your real first. Your real first was exacting revenge. Sorry, I'm covering Abba's face there as much as it can be seen. But no, your first was getting that bag. Your first that night was abusing that man. Was abusing Dakota. That was your first. Oh yeah, that was your first. First, last, and everything that night. Didn't care about those kids. Those kids could have burned in the flames. You didn't care. You wanted exacting revenge. But that's what happens when you get blindingly drunk. As you had on that girls' night. Told you about them girls' trips. Told you about those girls' nights out. Told you.
Just a back and forth process. Trying to be here in the present moment, worrying about, home and headlines. It's been stressful, to be honest.
We did reach out to Dakota, and we did not, for a statement, we did not get a response from him.
Sorry.
Something else.
My kids come first, except when I'm throwing a metal stool.
Am I crazy? Does this not look like Charlie Kirk a bit?
Yeah, it does. Yeah, it does.
But he looks better than Charlie Kirk. He looks better.
Yeah, I think I think this is what he would look like if Charlie Kirk wasn't premature.
That if you did not know who that was, that is Dakota. That is Dakota on the right. On the right, ladies and gentlemen. That was on the right. All right. That's the one on the right. Let's go.
But he looks better than Charlie Kirk. He looks definitely better.
Yeah, I think I think this is what he would look like if Charlie Kirk wasn't premature.
There he is again. That's Dakota. That's Dakota. That's the one who got abused. So just to let you know.
Sure. Someone in the chat wrote, "Stop. He's already dead."
Yeah, all these some Jesus, man.
I know there's a season on right now, and then season 5 was in production. Reports say it's paused. Is that true?
Honestly,
There's no. Okay.
I don't call the shots with production, so as of now, I have gotten word that it also has been paused, but I do not.
Yeah, because you know why? They need to scrub you out of the season. You are bad news. You are toxic as hell. We got to get her out of there because she is just bad news. You can't have this girl and she. Nope. No. Not a known abuser. Not an abuser on camera. Hell no. Bad news. Got to get her out of there. So they're going to pause production. They're going to extend it. For The Bachelor, you can't do a new season right now. It's too late. I don't know if you have another Bachelor in the hamper, but but for that Mormon Wives season, they gotta wipe her. They gotta wipe her. She gotta get wiped.
Not called those shots, so hard to say now, right? Just because of everything going on, it's hard to see past this. I'm not gonna lie. In this moment, it's just so heavy. When your life is broadcasted out there in these headlines, it's like the end of the world. That's what it feels like. I'm not going to lie.
World that you created. It's a world that you yourself created. You created it during the divorce. You created it during the domestic violence sequence that's seen on camera. You created it again after said domestic violence incident in 2023. This is what you did all by yourself, all by your entitled little self, dear. It seems that accountability finally came to haunt you, dear.
But I will say I've been here before and I got through it and shared my story, my light, so I'm hoping that I can do that again.
Yeah, and you're about to share your journey with all of us on The Bachelorette, your journey looking for real love. Tell me about
Love the pivot. Absolutely love the pivot. Well done, GMA.
the decision to do it and why.
Well, for me, the girls had gotten the opportunity to do Dancing with the Stars, right?
Yep.
And so I looked at that and I was like, well, if they can do it and they have kids and they are going out chasing their dreams, like, why can't I?
Get the fuck out of here, bro.
Just ridiculous.
I'm sorry. No.
The fuck is
Yeah.
this? I don't even want to watch the rest of this because it's actually so nasty. But
Yeah, it is.
Trying to promote the show, dude.
yeah, of course.
Yeah.
They're doing PR.
They're not. It's not a. It's
But the true ultimate revenge, ladies and gentlemen, is, let me get zoomed in on myself to do this. The true ultimate revenge is the show canceled. One second. If you didn't hear my IG, the show canceled. One more time for my people on YouTube. The show canceled. Thank goodness sanity reigns. A lot of people lost a lot of money, but don't worry. The networks are making it back. Or will they? Or will they?
It's not let's just do a damage control. They're still trying to promote the goddamn show.
Yep.
Showing images of the show. That's disgusting. While you see what happened and you're still trying to fucking...
I love how Preach says images. It's very, very French Canadian, if you know that. Images is very French Canadian. Very, very French Canadian. He's very much French Canadian. I'm just saying. Let's go.
Sell some shit. It's disgusting.
Yeah.
Because I don't see any instance of a Bachelor doing the same thing. And that's just disgusting, man.
No, we definitely agree on that. Someone might say, maybe they saw the footage after the fact, but you have to imagine. I know this from having to do specific types of shows, especially for someone like her who's going to be a lead of the show. There's a lot of vetting that happens before they select whoever the Bachelor or Bachelorette's.
Yes.
A lot of vetting. How do you miss something like that from 2020?
How indeed. That is indeed the $100 million question. Because $100 million was lost here. How can you miss that video? How? How can you miss it, guys? How can that fly over your head? Over your head. Over your head, but over your head. Just reharking some of my dance hall past. Over your head. I used to love going to dance hall parties. Shout out to my man Blast for introducing me to dance hall. And Pasa Pasa movement, indeed. But, yeah. How could that be over your head? How can, again, producers, executive producers, showrunners, legal, researchers, these, I would say 100, I would say damn near 100 people miss that huge own goal. How can they miss it? How could they miss it? But I have one thing to say about that. Believe all women. That's the era we live in, ladies and gentlemen. That's the one. That's it. This is the one we live in. If that were a man, that would have, as my 6 parlance would say, that would have done been found out. That would have done been found out, okay? Didn't have to. This thing wouldn't have been off the ground. Especially a black man. Oh shit! Come on, man. Come on now. Come on.
3 open. I'm sorry. Either they buried it or they're highly incompetent. But the idea that this would come out, the first thing you're thinking of doing is PR. Maybe they saw the video after the interview. And so after that, that's when they decided to finally pull the plug. But just this whole reaction is so odd. A dude having this same kind of fucking drama involved. Y'all really think he's getting even half the leeway?
He's not.
He's not. And part of the reason why I bring this up is part of this atmosphere is what enables some people to feel even comfortable enough to hit people. Because they know they will get away with it. The idea that you just gonna hit your partner like that in front of a cop is crazy.
It's because they're women, Abba. Women feel totally emboldened and empowered to hit people and be absolute lunatics in front of the cops because they know they can get away with it. They'll get off with a slap on the wrist. They'll, with one accusation, said, he hit me first. That's all she has to say. He hit me first. And there it goes. The horses are out of the stable. There it is. And she can skate. She can literally skate out of such a crime. The one thing that Dakota Mortensen did do was film it. He actually filmed it. He did the absolute right thing in filming it. And here we are, ending a $100 million production. ABC, take the L, but it's not your, it's not these, it is the overall, it's like a law clerk and a lawyer. The lawyer's name is still on any sort of pleading that they enter. They are responsible for their employees, their assistants, their law clerks. But at the end of the day, if there's a typo, if there's a lack of research done, if the student at law is not doing it, if the law clerk's not doing it, the assistant's not doing it, this is what happens. The students at law, the law clerks, and the assistants are indeed the Bachelor show. They are the people who should have done the research on all of this. That show should have never seen the light of day. Actually, Mormon Wives should have never seen the light of day, knowing that there was abuse in the background. But they were able to skate then. And thank goodness they're not able to skate now. Let's continue.
It is.
But the cop doesn't arrest her.
No, they said, like, we're not going to do this. We're not doing this. Up.
When it came to this story, I think I was just a bit shocked by the whole thing and the fact that she got an interview and she's like, oh my God, it feels like the end of the world. But I mean, even before this, like, I don't know, someone who's divorced, who cheated on their husband, got multiple kids, they becoming the best. I just find this all very odd. Like, you got these people.
It's not odd, but you're outside of the red pill, so it is odd to you, but not odd to us. Abba, gotta love you. Love your research, but you're outside the red pill. This is outside of comprehension to you, but it's not out to us. Shout out to Ab and Preach. Violent Bachelorette cost Disney $100 million. Please subscribe to Ab and Preach. They're doing wonderful things. YouTube streets, 2.26 million followers, doing outstanding work. Just literally doing outstanding work, these guys. On certain takes, I'm not with them, but in certain takes, I am. And here I am. Including this one right here about Myron. I thought I was not with them on that. But again, they're mortal enemies, so they're going to do what the hell they want to do. So let's get back to the full camera, ladies and gentlemen. Let's sum this up. Because we got at least within the hour, which is great, which is fantastic. Thank you very much for joining me here on a Saturday night. Yeah. Back this up. Here's the thing. This is when you know the Me Too movement has fully taken over. When you can see a woman like Frankie Taylor Hall. Just make sure I got her name right. Yes, indeed. It was, Taylor Frankie Paul. There you go. It rhymed. Taylor Frankie Paul. When you have the likes of Taylor Frankie Paul, getting involved in this, we're going to say goodbye to IG. Thank you very much for joining here on Talk Live. We're going to end it here. It's a short, sweet one tonight. I don't like doing late shows on Saturday night, so we're going to get out of here. We'll be back next week, next Thursday, back on IG. See you then. Talk soon. Good night from Toronto. Getting back to this here. On the Ubiest Tubiest. Ladies and gentlemen, this is when you know the Me Too movement has become actually abusive. Actually abusive. When you have a lady, this is when the pendulum swung all the way to the other side. And there's no doubt about that. When you drop the ball on so many levels to get this to a near release of said show, you know you got problems. You know you have problems. When you haven't vetted this woman for her abuse previous to the day and on the day and post day. Not only that, but TLC with their Mormon Wives show, they should have done the vetting themselves. They dropped the ball too. That show's been running for years, and yet nothing, absolutely nothing is heard about this abuse. Let me say this. Feminism, we're living in a gynocracy. Feminism is clearly taken over. Believe all women is true. And here we are picking up the pieces. Picking up said pieces. But am I surprised? No, this was good in the offing. This is the fourth way of feminism. It's a superiority movement now. That's why you don't hear abuse of men being shouted from the rooftops at the networks because it's counterproductive. You don't hear a feminist protest outside of a courtroom. Why? Because it's counterproductive. Because things have taken hold. Things have taken pure and utter hold here. But again, the one thing I can say wholeheartedly that I can salute is ABC actually pulling the plug on this, saying, okay, we're going to lose $100 million, but we got to do this. This is bad for optics. This is bad for production. And also, shout out TMZ. TMZ did a massive job of getting this out there before this show actually came out. I mean, they could have done it during the show, but they said, you know what? Let's do this before so that, I'm sure the networks don't lose any more money. And the networks listen to TMZ. Listen, let me tell you something. Don't be in the crosshairs of TMZ. They are, when they have the goods on you, believe you me, your career is severely affected, if not screwed. Severely affected, if not screwed. But again, shout out to them in this instance for putting the word out there, for getting the word out there that you cannot harbor a known abuser, domestic violence suspect, and get away with it. If this were a man, he'd be in jail, facing prosecution, and any source of income would have been severely scuppered as a result. It's about time that the pendulum swung towards the middle. I'm not saying that domestic violence of any kind should not be condoned, and it should not be celebrated in any way. But this sort of cover-up here is crazy. It is absolute. It's of diabolical proportions. The way that how we got here, how it went through so many hands. Now again, this is not life and death situation. This is not a life and death story. This is not something that is going to shake the world to its foundations, but it shows about our hypocrisy of intersexual dynamics And we have to call it out for what it is. We literally have to call it out for what it is. So my apologies for not getting to Saturday night Corey fights, but I think this had to be done. This is the hot topic of the day, and we had to report on it, and it falls in line with the Queens of Talk Live, in which these sort of things have to be brought to the light. So thank you very much for joining me here on Talk Live on IG and YouTube. We will be back on Thursday night. This time, you know what? I gotta do Afro Man. Afro Man had a hell of a week, ladies and gentlemen, and I didn't see it coming. I really didn't see it coming. I thought, man, another accusation. I have a fro, he has a fro. I hear it sometimes. I heard it a couple months back from some young punk in goddamn in Dollarama the other day, but these things happen. You shrug it off. I told him, I don't know who the hell the guy is. Just shut down the goddamn thing. So anyways, yeah, so we're going to talk about Afro Man and his case, because even though we don't report on it regularly here on Talk Live with these sort of stories, but this one has to be done because this one takes the case. It's abuse of power. It is, and Afro Man's way of getting them back. And quite simply, he got them back good. So we're going to talk about that on Talk Live next week. Thank you very much for joining me here on Talk Live on IG and YouTube. Like, subscribe, comment on the road to 1,000 subscribers. We'll be back on Thursday night. Look out for Talk Live Minute, and also we're starting to get into the 10-minute show cuts. So thank you very much for joining me here on Talk Live on IG and YouTube. Like, subscribe, comment on the road to 1,000 subscribers.